Hello and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and Civ 5 Polynesia. I don't remember what happened last time, it's been a little while, but I seem to recall we're in a pretty good spot. I do have a great engineer just sort of sitting around that I hope to make use of at some point, but for now I think we're alright. The Mayans are currently becoming a bit of a problem. They are definitely my rivals right now. They have way more power in the World Congress than I would like. Their science is a bit higher than it probably ought to be. Excuse me. So I'm going to have to deal with them at some point, but for the time being, I am content to sit back and let the rest of the world gradually turn on them, because I do believe that a conflict with the Mayans is inevitable. I just hope that I have allies when it happens. He's willing to pay me a little bit. 7 gold is worth nothing to me. Whereas if you pay me, I don't know, say 9 gold per turn, how about 8? Will you pay 8? No. You will pay 8. So that's worth more to me than 7 gold. A little bit delayed gratification there, but it ends up being more. Alright, we have aluminum. Excellent. 6 aluminum for us. Boom. Just go do your thing, worker. I have no idea what I want you to do, but just go do whatever it is. Alright. Was I building another cargo ship? Maybe I was. Oh, wait, no. This was trading with Hanoi. Anyone who wants a trade route? Jerusalem or Byblos do. So does Vilnius. Mercantile is probably more useful to me, so let's trade with Vilnius. Yeah? A trade route, see if we can become friends at least, get a little extra happiness out of this. That'd be nice. Why don't you give me that? Be perfect. Alright, I'm going to get another archaeologist, because we have an antiquity site up there to take advantage of. And I already have my seaport here, so alright, do I want more money, or do I want to start building a fleet? I'm thinking a fleet. It is time to build a fleet. Ah, wonderful. Alright, I can create an American artifact, and I will, because that's worth tourism. Landmark is only if you want culture, which I don't. I want tourism absolutely. Okay. I want to do a quick check and just see if I'm making use of something I should be. A Louvre wants 2 art, 2 artifacts, all from different eras and different civs? Oh my, that is a rough one, isn't it? Alright, I don't think I'm going to get any more theming bonuses unless, what is this? Art from different eras and different civs. That might be doable. Alright. Let's trade the arrangement in gray and black for... Well, those are all Renaissance. No, they're all Renaissance. Never mind. None of that is worthwhile to me. Okay, well, it was worth trying to get the Hermitage, but no more theming bonuses to be had for me. Bucharest. I'm losing grasp on, apparently. That's too bad, isn't it? Ooh, I got a free cannon! Yay! I like cannons. They are ranged and awesome. Let's get ourselves a stoneworks. Why that's worth happiness, I don't know, but it is. Let's also get ourselves... They keep saying a museum, and if I were desperate for some more slots, I need to, but not yet. Not just yet. Let's get ourselves another frigate. Build a navy. In a map like this, the navy is the way to go. Much more effective than getting a whole mess of artillery. Now, I will want to get electronics pretty soon, so I can get a battleship instead. But we'll make do with what we got. Alright. Naval units. That's 1 frigate there. Okay. Amphitheater. Sure. And no hydro plants. Windmills. Yes, that'll work. Oh, man. Open borders. Perfect. We'll just keep doing this. So far, we've been managing to avoid any form of conflict, and that's easier to do on an archipelago map because it's harder for your enemy to mobilize, but we still have managed to avoid upsetting people, which means extra tourism bonuses for me. Alright, a lighthouse? That's what they keep insisting I need, and I guess... I don't know if I agree, but we'll go with a university for now. Extra science. It's worth building that up. More windmills. Sure, we'll do it. We're almost done with our factory in Raiatea, which means we should have some awesome production capabilities pretty soon. Radio is almost done. Now the question is, do I want to use my architect on the Eiffel Tower or on Broadway, or do I want to hold on to it and try to build the Sydney Opera House or the CN Tower or something? Probably not. I'm thinking I I don't know. I'll see which one's easier to build and maybe get the other one. Broadway is probably the most important. The Eiffel Tower is nice, though. Just because a straight-up plus 12 tourism is actually pretty good. But we'll see. Alright. I can get more gold from sea trade routes. Or I could reduce the cost of purchasing units. Wounded units do more damage. Steel tech. I'm going to go ahead and say that for now I want treasure fleets. And the reason I'm doing this now is because I want to adopt everything and unlock the hidden antiquity sites, which are basically what your archaeologists get, but even better, and not everybody can see them. And in preparation for that, I'll grab a museum. I actually should have gotten... Oh, America got freedom. Well, at least they're thematic. I should have gotten this antiquity site. Alright, good. We're in the modern era. That should speed up my my research of a few other roles as well. Let's get this frigate out of the way. Okay. Choose host. I would vote for somebody else if I could, but nobody else has nearly enough votes, so I might as well get the free influence with the Mayans. Alright. Biology? Let's go ahead and rush toward... Actually, no, I'm going to need biology first, and then I'll rush toward electronics. And the reason being, battleships are not useful to you if you don't have any oil, but we'll worry about that in a little bit. Okay. Okay. Yes, we'll get biology first, and then we'll work on that. Alright, so it's about the same amount of time. Well, for now, on these guys, on these new cities, I'm just going to try to get some of the basics going. Tonga, you're worthless to me. You've got nothing. Absolutely nothing. Let's get a bank instead. I'm probably going to want to get Broadway, only because... No coal. Well, then, sorry, no deal. I'm not giving you my coal. 2 coal is worth something to me. Alright. Anyway, yeah, I wanna get Broadway rushed, because that's just too valuable to ignore, and I do suspect that my opponents will rush it. The public school will only be worth 6 science total. Let's get an opera house instead, because I'm actually in need of a couple of those. So, because I have a musician that's been sitting around with nowhere to put anything, so let's do that. Although, Broadway's about to fix that problem, but nonetheless, let's just go ahead and get some more going. Never hurts to have more slots. Alright, now that we have that, we'll create ourselves a great work with Claude Debussy, and Johann Brahms. 2 more great works for me. We're up to 50 tourism so far. We're actually going to take off pretty nicely at some point. Alright. Let's get a castle, and let's get... The Eiffel Tower will take 10 turns. I would have rather put it in Tonga if I could, but I don't think I have time. Maybe I do. Alright, we're going to get... Oof. Another frigate. Mostly just to punt the court down the road, because I'm really not sure what to get. 3 more archaeologists are in order, at least. So I'm going to need plenty of museums. Let's get a Colosseum there, and I want the Eiffel Tower there. And the reason I want that is because I get additional culture in a city that has any form of wonder in it. So... But is it worth waiting 17 turns? That's the question. Yeah, it is. I think. It's worth a shot. Worst come to worst, I get some money out of it. I'm not desperate to build anything else there yet. And Honolulu has better production and can better churn out my army and whatever else I'm going to need. So, speaking of which, let's give our promotions out. Let's get a market there and a stock exchange. Or a broadcast tower. I'm gonna go with a broadcast tower because Honolulu actually is the host of 218 culture, so an extra 33% of that is pretty dang good. Let's get another market because my economy is actually suffering a tiny bit. Alright, a Polynesian artifact for me. Good. More tourism for me. What else could I make use of? I don't think I need to expand any more cities at this point. If I'm going to get more cities, I'm going to do it through conquest. I got oil directly under Tonga, which means I automatically get it without any improvements needed, so that was nice. let's start working our way toward electronics then, shall we? We'll have to get metallurgy and then rifling first, which are probably good to have at this stage in the game, so it's okay with me. I would have liked to have had that gold by now, but it's not exactly an option. I'm going to grab a barracks, just because I don't know if I'm going to need to make some emergency military units here, and I'd like to have a bonus if I'm going to, so we will. I also want to get some work boats here pretty soon. And if my borders will please expand out toward the gold, it is 4 tiles away, right? So I think I get it? I don't know. We got a great writer. Awesome, haven't had one of them in a while. They created Sol. I didn't even know that was a work. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab my work boats. They're pretty quick to build. I don't need a cargo ship there. Are you kidding me? That's a terrible idea. Public school is worth it now, so let's do it. Eiffel Tower is built. Okay. I wouldn't have gotten that even if I was building it in Honolulu. So I chose Broadway. Instead, that's probably the better choice nonetheless. Alright. My tourism is most definitely the best. Although Washington is surprisingly holding his own, but that's because he just got... he just got something that gave him 12 tourism, so not surprising. Alright, couple more works for me. Fish out there. Privateers. Do I need to be worried about you? I certainly hope not. More workboats. Okay, Samoa. You have 66 culture. I could boost you a little bit more. Or I could get you a hospital and let your population jump, so let's do that instead. Actually, for you, I want to build some archaeologists, because I do want to take advantage of these sites. They're still sitting here. Just wasted tourism that I could be taking advantage of. I need to start looking at getting flight pretty soon. And the reason is hotels are going to substantially buff my tourism. So that'll be important. Let's get this fish. Another cargo ship. Where are you going? Good question. What were you doing before? I suspect you were going to one of my cities, weren't you? Raiatea? Raiatea doesn't really need your help there, so instead, let's get me more money. Who do I want to trade with? New York? Not a bad call. Sure. New York. And culture. Alright, navigation school. I don't really have much use for great admirals, but I'll take it. I might need it later. In the meantime, that will unlock all the hidden antiquity sites in the game. I don't see any nearby, which is... Oh, there's one. Oh man, it's in Hunnic territory. There is one hidden over here. I can try to get it. It's worth trying at some point. Not sure if it's worth making a beeline for, but I will want it. I'm gonna get walls, because this is a pretty vulnerable location. Stock exchange will be good in Honolulu, because that's my primary money-making city as well. Honolulu is just a great city through and through right now. I did keep my expansion promise, which means Brazil is not angry at me. I could expand next time if I want to. I do not, though. That would not serve my purposes at all. Open borders is a good thing for me. How are we doing on the tourism count? I'm actually doing quite well, frankly, but I need more help with America and the Mayans. Now, I could go to war with them, and that would solve the problem, but specifically, it is America I'm worried about. Well, I can always culture bomb them later if I need to. Camel Archer! Nah, I'm going to delete that unit. Get some money, save myself the upkeep. It's not worth it. Let's... ban salt or gold, huh? Do I have either of those? I have salt. I don't want to ban salt. I'm going to abstain from the gold because I'm not sure who that's going to upset, but I am going to try to avoid banning salt because that is part of my happiness right there. Can't take that from me. Let's get an aqueduct. Let's get another archaeologist. Let's get windmill. There we go. Research agreement. I'm not giving you coal. I'm happy to give you, let's say, 50 gold. Would that make you happy? No. No, I'm not. Everyone wants my coal. Everyone wants my coal. Attila's a threat. I could do that. Give me 10 turns to prepare. I'll declare war on them, even if I don't do anything. I can at least get this city off your back. Yes, give us 10 turns to prepare. The Mayans will be happy. Everyone's going to be happy with this choice. Yep, everyone wants me to go to war with them. Okay, this works. This actually works. And quite frankly, if only I had a tier 3 culture right now, this would go over so stinking well. But we'll hold off for now. Let's get ourselves some more archaeological digs. Let's get another archaeologist. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and start sending my ships up this way. There we go. Little bit by little bit. We can at least annihilate that city. I can take his pearls and his ivory, which would be useful to me. So let's do it. I want to get a caravel up there while I can. Do I still have one? I felt like I had one that was patrolling around the world. Whoop, whoop. There's an archer. That's not what I had in mind. No. 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 Where are you? R2-D2, where are you? Could have sworn I had a caravel that was supposed to be exploring the world. Maybe he got killed. It could happen. It's tragic, but it could happen. You want my marble, huh? I got marble to spare, I suppose. But instead of 7 gold, let's see if I can't get 9 out of you. No? How about 8? That'll work. Alright. A little more money. Since I mean, I would trade for another luxury if they had anything, but the open borders is nice, is the problem. Alright, I'll keep it because I want to have that tourism modifier with you, but that is worth some money to me, to be fair. You are a serious problem, aren't you? You need to go home, man. Phone home, because you are, like, super duper lost. Granary. Get thee to a granary. We're gonna go to our first war. Yeah, give me a few turns. Everybody has asked me to go to war with him. Okay. Well, the good news is, everyone will be happy with this, so I can safely go to war with somebody, knock them down a few pegs, maybe even steal some of their stuff. Specifically, great works, if I could, and there will be no other consequences for it. I'm going to trade with Timbuktu, actually, because I do not have one with them yet, and I would like to have a trade route, because I believe that is technically a tourism modifier as well. Send an archaeologist up north. Let's build... it keeps jumping me all around the map. I don't even know where I am anymore. A castle, because I'm a little uncomfortably close to the action there. Let's get a caravel or a privateer. Privateer will do fine. Good for attacking cities. Do I want a broadcast tower there? No. I want to get an archaeologist and try to get some of these hidden antiquity sites. I actually have one really close by. I missed that one, but it's down in the south. So, let's get some walls there. Yeah, there's one on this tiny little island, and that's going to be worth a little extra art to me. Let's keep you going up here. There we go. Just keep silent. Everyone be very, very quiet. We're hunting Huns. Yeah, 3 fish. Woof. Can I get 8 gold out of you now? I can. Ha! My prices have gone up. Polynesian red is in high demand at the moment. Brazil adopted freedom. Okay. Okay. Cargo ship. I'll send you to Chicken Pizza. And I'll send this archaeologist to... I had a goal for you, didn't I? There you are, right over there. Okay, perfect. Send these guys to sleep. I don't even know. How about... more frigates? Why not? Let's really get this navy going. This privateer is almost done. I could buy another one, but I'm going to save my money just for the time being. Alright, alright. And this is another Polynesian artifact for me. Tourism's almost at 60 now, which is good, because I haven't even gotten any real buffs yet. Once I get airports and hotels, oh, this thing is going to go so high. So much higher. And I also am generating a freaking ton of culture per turn right now. That's a great thing about being Polynesia. These moai really mean you get an absolute ton of stuff to work with. Oh, I actually had an antiquity site right here? I didn't even notice that one. Wow. That is so sad for me. Alright. This will be used to capture your city, your precious city, you Hunnic barbarian fool. Let's get a lighthouse, because they've been holding on to that for a long time. Hospital to keep my population up. A bank for my economy. And we are in a better position than we were when we started this episode, so I consider that to be a win. There we go, everyone's declaring war. Which means, am I declaring war, or has the 10 terms come up? It may have. It has not. Alright, well, we'll take care of that next episode. So next episode, everybody, we go to war. We're going to take a couple of cities from the Huns, hopefully something useful, and I'll finally make use of this spy. I don't know how long that's been there. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.